Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now.
I have not yet been to Great Britain, the UK. I've always wanted to, and I know Datalore would be shocked to find out that I've always wanted to visit Ireland and Scotland and England, and just because of its history. The weather, I think I'd also enjoy. Maybe I'm crazy, but that's why I like Seattle. I like Seattle because of the weather. Except for this winter has been relatively mild, unfortunately. It's been a little too bright, so I'm a little under the weather. Not enough rain around here, in my humble opinion, or not so humble opinion. So I got an email that caught my eye the other day, and I wasn't really sure if I wanted to make this into a video or not, but I thought it would be fun, if only to discover more than anything who is out there. I get emails from all around the world on an hourly basis, and I'd be interested in finding out in your country or in your region of your country what your favorite foods are. Not your personal favorite foods, but like in the region. For the reason that you may be traveling and you may be wanting to pick up a little bit of local flavor, so to speak. Like when I was in Frankfurt, we went out with someone who was steeped in that local culture and took us to a restaurant that was pretty genuine. And it was great. It was fantastic food. it was so rich. So good. I had a Frankfurter in Frankfurt. And the original. It was really, really good. And it tasted so much better than hot dog. Oh, yeah. Anyway, that was the hot dog face, not the Frankfurter face. The Frankfurter face was more like, Okay, so Neil Greenhorn, aka Wiz Hack, has a top 5 Scottish meals. Again, this is according to Neil, and I know as I'm reading this, you're just think to yourself, if you're from anywhere but the United States, what food is considered your food? I'm interested in finding out. It says, thought I'd put together my top 5 Scottish meals, as I'm from Scotland, and most of your readers' viewers are usually from the United States. I thought it might be quite interesting for those who have had no experience with Scottish food. Here goes, in no particular order. Meal number 1. Haggis, neeps, and tatties. Or is it taties? Taties? For potato? Let's find out. Ever heard of it? Didn't think so. This has to be my favorite meal in the world. Me and my family eat this 1 to 2 times a month. Anyway, here's what it is. Haggis, well, I don't want to put you off, but it's not exactly the best sounding food. It's usually sheep's heart, lungs, and liver, all mixed up, served in a sheep's stomach. It's nice. Trust me. Neeps, neeps. I'm not sure. Are you supposed to say it with a... I'm not sure if this is available in the USA, but I will explain it anyway. It's a watery vegetable that has a sweetness to it. Taties, I'm assuming is the pronunciation for that, it's just a Scottish name for potatoes, usually mashed with a little milk and butter to make them taste nicer. Meal number 2. Full Scottish breakfast. Best thing on a Sunday morning. I don't tend to have this very often as it's pretty unhealthy for you. What, as opposed to the haggis? But once in a while, it's amazing. What a full Scottish breakfast contains: sausages, black pudding, which is oatmeal and pig or cow blood, baked beans, fried tomato, egg, scrambled or fried, bacon, toast or fried bread, I think I meant bread, and hash browns, fried taties. People say that it's the best hangover cure. It's about 2,000 to 3,000 calories. Meal number 3. Stovies. This is a mixture of sliced potatoes cooked with onions and lamb, with a meat gravy mixed in. Usually served as a buffet meal after parties and weddings. Also, you have beetroot and oat cakes with it. He may be making up words. How am I supposed to know? Is this for real? You know what? I hate to say it, but I would try anything once. Meal number 4. Scottish steak. This is more of a worldwide dish, but it still came from Scotland. Scottish steak has to be Aberdeen Angus beef fried with fried onions and tomato, a pepper sauce. You can eat the steak either rare, medium, well done, or anything in between. I usually have this when I go out for a meal with a family or friends. Meal number 5, fish supper. This is really a carry-out meal. It's haddock deep fried with a batter and chips. This is served in most fast food restaurants in Scotland and has also become worldwide. But it was originally from Scotland. Scottish people prefer a fish supper rather than a Chinese or Indian meal. The best is to have it with salt and vinegar sprinkled on top. Have you ever been to Scotland, Chris? Did you get to taste any of the above? Good? Thanks, WizKid. Well, WizKid, I have not been to Scotland, but I promise you, if I do, I don't know. I think I'll have to work my way up to the haggis. They may take our appetite, but they'll never take... Oh, that was horrible. Okay. I'm sorry. I apologize. That's all we know of Scotland here in America. That in Mike Myers in So I Married a Axe Murderer. We need more Scottish culture. We need more culture, really. I mean, there are geeks all around the world. Some eat pig or cow blood. I'm not poking fun. I'm just saying that I don't know if I could do it. Of course, then again, I have had chitlins. I think if you've eaten chitlins, you can pretty much eat anything. Anyway, I've made the invitation open. I will do my best not to poke fun at anybody else's foods, as strange as they may sound. And I promise to lay off the accents, because I know they're really, really bad. But I think it's all in good fun. We're all geeks around here, right? You know what I'm saying? Where are you from? What's your food? You know... Do you think you can top this list? Seriously. I'm almost afraid to find out. My email address is chris@perillo.com. What's the most, if you've not been to Scotland or maybe you're from the U.S., what is the most, well, how should we say it, creative food you've ever eaten? Or just like food that you don't think most people could ever eat? I've admitted it. I've even got video of me eating chitlins, too. I knew what it was before I ate it. And still I ate it. Oh, gosh. Ugh. Oh, sorry. I did try it, man. I tried it. Had some friends back in Iowa. Just loved them. Not me. Oh. Okay. I'm going to close this video out now by inviting you over to our chat room, where sometimes we do talk about food. Usually when it's laid out in front of me, they ask what I'm eating. And it's usually whatever Ponzi happened to be preparing. And she's a really good... She's not going to call herself a chef or a cook, but I think she does a fantastic job in the kitchen. Certainly better than me. I don't even like microwaving, you know, leftover pizza, which kind of sounds good right now. And I think we have some in the fridge. Haggis pizza. No, they don't serve that I know of in my neck of the woods. Anyway, if you'd like to talk with the rest of us, we're streaming this live video and audio, obviously, out over the internet for free, pretty much 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, typically talking tech at live.perillo.com. Will you later.